plans to introduce legislation so that cyclists who kill pedestrians in road traffic collisions could face similar punishments to dangerous drivers. Let's go live now to Newcastle. We're going to speak this morning to Carlton Reid. He is editor-at-large of the cycling magazine Bike Biz. Carlton, great to have you on the programme this morning. Do you support this review of the law?
It's taking some arcane laws and it's bringing them up to date. I can't speak for all cyclists and all cycling organisations, but the reason I say it's okay is because it's so incredibly rare that this happens. So there's 400 and odd people, pedestrians killed by motorists each year, and there's only sounds awful, but there's one statistically killed by cyclists. So this law is going to be, it's not really needed in many respects, because statistically there's just no real problem out there. But if the government wants to bring it in, and they're minded to do so, then I see no fairness problems with it.
Right, but I mean, you say rare, but in our package there with our reporter, should say, with Joe Tidy, we spoke at length to the widower of Kim Briggs, Martin Briggs, who lost his wife last year. She was killed by a cyclist. Excuse me, yes, she was killed by a cyclist. He's now spending 18 months in prison. He's not going to say that, he really wants this law to change, and for him and his family, their lives have been devastated by her loss.
Of course, yes, and I've spoken to Matt many, many times, and we've had very, very civilised conversations about this issue. But sadly, in the year that Kim Briggs died, there was actually 3 pedestrians killed. So this was like a rogue year, if you like, because normally it's 1, sometimes it's 2. That year there was 3. 3 incredible tragedies, of course. But it's sledgehammer to crack a nut here, in that it just pales into insignificance into how many people are killed by motorists. And of course, dangerous and careless motoring is a law that's not actually used a great deal anyway, in that most motorists who do kill usually get put through to careless driving, even when it is quite clearly dangerous. So the law itself, the whole road safety law, needs changing, not this one particular tiny little part of it. And that's what cycling organisations have been calling for the review that was promised in 2014 on the whole of road safety to be brought forward.
As more people cycle in this country, which is only a good thing, do you think we have a problem with people who cycle dangerously?
Statistically says no.
What about anecdotally? We've all been on the road, haven't we? We've seen a cyclist go through a red light or go through a pedestrian crossing. What's your message to them?
Well, all road users have got to comply with the law, whether they're cyclists, whether they're motorists, whatever form of transport. There are going to be idiots, unfortunately. You can just look at statistics, and statistics show that the great majority of cyclists are stopping at red lights, the great majority of motorists are stopping at red lights. There are rogue cyclists, there are rogue motorists. So this particular law is going after such a tiny, tiny sliver of people. It's going to be almost, well, I shouldn't imagine it'll be used for a good many years. It's that rare.
Okay, Carlton, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us, Carlton Reid from Bike